That is certainly it.
No, it's not.
If they play the whole song, he'll come back.
Isn't.
Is.
Try again.
No, you try.
Hurry, Booker, hurry! Come on!
Nope, that is not
Is.
it. Is not.
Is
not. Not.
Pay attention.
Here.
No.
Are you certain?
Quite certain.
That's the E.
It is. It's wrong, though. It's quite close.
Stop
but it's
it!
wrong. Fine.
Stop it! You don't know what
say
you're
no.
doing!
Ha! There it is.
You've done it now. He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him,
He will take you where you need to go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Rashad, and today I'm bringing you guys, I guess you could say it's a little makeshift review for Bioshock Infinite. Well, as you guys can see, Bioshock Infinite is finally here. It released on, the official release date for Bioshock Infinite was March 26th, which is about 2 days ago as I record this. It's March 28th, and I can say that I'm absolutely loving the game. I love just about everything about it, and I'm going to try to talk about my likes, and I wouldn't say I have any dislikes, but if I do, I'll take them. But I'm gonna talk about my likes and what makes this game so great, and just stuff like that. My likes for this game. This game is amazing. So let me just start off by saying that I got this game on PC. Bought it off of Steam. I pulled out all the stops for this game. I mean, I pre-ordered the game on Steam. If you pre-ordered the game on Steam, there were like incentives. If you pre-ordered it, you would get like the Industrial Revolution pack. I think that wasn't just for Steam. I think that was like with console as well. Also on Steam though, you would have gotten Bioshock 1, and you also would have gotten XCOM Enemy Unknown. I think that was like the last thing. I think that was like the third thing, and the second was like something TF. I don't even know what it was. But I don't remember. But there were like incentives if you got it on Steam, which I got it on PC, because I have a pretty nice gaming rig. If you wanna, if you guys didn't know, but yeah. So at the very start of the game, well, let me just give you a backdrop. You play a character by the name of Booker DeWitt. He's a former Pinkerton agent. The setting is 1912 off the coast of Maine. I mean, if you basically, pretty sure everyone has read, the setting, the backdrop for Bioshock Infinite. But let me talk about that little scene that you guys saw there. There's something like the little weirdness that goes on within Bioshock Infinite. I mean, those two characters that were talking, obviously that was Elizabeth and Booker at the beginning, and as you guys can see, if you guys remember, there was like a little yellow bar and a red bar at the very top left, and then at the very bottom left you had like these two things. Those were called vigors. At the very top you had like your shield was the yellow bar, and the red bar was your health, of course. And also at the very bottom right, I had my guns. I was using the machine gun at the time. Also, let me point this out. I also got the Bioshock Infinite Pass. Like I said, I pulled out all the stops for this game. So, the Bioshock Infinite Pass, you were to get 2 gold skins, like a pistol damage upgrade and a machine gun damage upgrade. And what the Bioshock Infinite Pass entitles is that you're getting all the DLC and add-on content, basically, with this one pack, rather than buying it separately, because usually, if you buy it separately, it may cost end up costing you maybe like 40 or 50 bucks, whereas you buy it for 20, you're getting all that stuff basically for free, I guess. I don't know, it depends on how you look at it. But like I said, I pulled out all the stops, so I got the Bioshock Infinite Pass. It's the only game I've ever got the Bioshock Infinite Pass, or the Season Pass for. But anyways, yeah, that was a little clip of some of the weirdness that goes on within Bioshock Infinite. Now, this game tackles so much. It's so rich and diverse. Like I said, I have it on PC, so right at the very beginning, I cracked those settings all the way up. I have a pretty nice game where I have a GTX 650 Ti video card or graphics card, whichever you want to call it, and I have an i7 2600K unlocked, and a pretty good motherboard to go with it. So what I see, the game looks amazing. Let me talk about the combat for a little bit. If you guys ever played Bioshock 1, the powers in there were called plasmid, but in Bioshock Infinite, the games are called vigors. So they're basically one and the same. So far, I think there's right now I maybe have like 5 or 6. The two that I were using at that in that little clip were Shock Jockey and Murder of Crows. Shock Jockey. Sorry, I can't speak. It's basically you electrocute your enemy. If you press it once, or if you hold it and then release, it sits like an electric trap that basically if they come into it, then multiple enemies will get electrocuted. Also, Murder of Crows is basically you press it once and like a little horde of crows comes out, and but if you press it again, it just basically is like a cast of crows. So if like if you got one enemy already, and say like 2 or 3 more enemies come within that cloud, then they're gonna get attacked. Also, I bought like a little at the vending machine. I bought like a little aid that if I kill an enemy with Murder of Crows, then that their body basically becomes like a Murder of Crows trap. So if like an enemy goes near it, then that enemy that's dead, those crows will attack that enemy that's alive. If that makes sense. I probably made that way more complicated than it had to be. Also, I was using a machine gun. The little machine gun damage boost I have is like 25%. You can also go to vending machines and you can buy damage boosts. You can do like clip increases, all those good stuff. You can do it's really cool. The leveling system is pretty great, pretty basic. The combat itself, it's freaking amazing. Using the skyline, all those weapons at your disposal. Using Elizabeth. Now let me talk about Elizabeth for real quick. She's definitely a big help because what she's able to do is she's able to bring tears from your current world from a different world into your current world. So say if you need some health, she can bring that into you. Say if you need some ammo, she'll go out and find you some ammo. She'll just basically say, here, I found you some ammo or something like that. She can bring you in turrets. I think that's how you say it. She can bring you in turrets. She can bring you in stuff for you to hook on. I guess you can say freight hooks. I think that's what they're called within the game. It's basically anything you can think of. She can bring it into their world. She can only bring in 1 tear at a time though. So say if you've already opened some cover and you need some health, that cover is going to go away. So for you to get that health, she can only bring in 1 tear at a time. She'll go out and find you ammo. She'll throw you some ammo. It's a simple click of a button. Whether you play on mouse and keyboard or a controller. I was using a controller, so it's a simple click of a button. She'll bring you ammo. Salts. You need salts to be able to use your vigors. They're scattered all throughout the world. She could go out and find you those and throw you those as well. She'll also find you money if you need money. She'll be like, hey, I found you some money, and simple click of a button, she'll throw you some money. Combat, itself, it's pretty basic. I would recommend that you play it on the hardest difficulty because I've maybe died once and there was an error on my fault. I wasn't paying attention to my health. But the enemies don't seem too difficult. The motorized Patriot, you might want to watch out for those because they're basically using a what is it called? They're basically using a turret themselves, I guess. They call it the crank guns with the motorized Patriot. It's basically you also want to watch out for the handyman, the RPG guys, people who are using sniper rifles. I mean, they're pretty basic enemies. They're not too difficult to take down. The handyman probably has about the most health out of all of them. But you should definitely play on a hard difficulty. I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty. I started at medium, bumped it up to hard, and I'm still doing quite fine. I've only died about once. I'm pretty sure there's people out there who haven't died at all. But the game is pretty great. Combat, the AI, is kind of it seems a little quirky to me. I mean, I'll try to go melee a guy, and they'll like run backwards. No, well, basically they'll run towards me. Then I try to like hit them, like melee them. Then they'll turn around, run back, and then come back at me. It's just so weird. Seems like they could have did a little bit better with the AI, but it's like little one minor thing. I'm not going to complain about it. The atmosphere of the game, it looks freaking phenomenal. I can't speak for the console version. I can speak for the PC version, of course. That the game looks fantastic, and I love it. So what else can I say without, giving away anything? Basically, just go out. If you got some money laying around, definitely go out and pick this game up. It's definitely a great game. If you guys like to see a playthrough, let me know. I have no problem doing that. I'm being very thorough with everything I do right now. I'm searching every nook and cranny to make sure I don't miss anything. There's a lot of stuff throughout the world that you definitely want to find. Don't rush through this game. It's not those type of games. You're not going to finish it within an hour. I can assure you that right now. I saw like a review, or somebody wrote a review, and he said he finished it within an hour. I don't understand that at all. There's no possible way. But anyways, I'm very thorough with what I do. Don't want to miss anything. Make sure you find those voxophones. Voxophones are basically, what were they called in Bioshock 1? Like holotapes, I guess. I can't remember. They're sort of like holotapes. So they're basically recordings of other people. So definitely go out, find those. Find out lockpicks. Elizabeth can use those to unlock doors for you. I've got like a bunch of those. Infusions. Those are basically things you can use to upgrade, your salts, your health, and your shield. And the shield, even though it breaks down, it'll regenerate, every single time. So definitely find the infusions. There's gear scattered throughout the world. It's basically like clothing, for like Booker's boots, his hat, shirt, and they basically give you different abilities. So make sure you definitely find those, because you do not want to miss out on those. But I think that's pretty much all I've got to say for like this little makeshift review. Definitely go out, pick it up if you're looking for a new game to play. I should say this, that you don't have to play Bioshock 1 or 2 to just go out and play this game. This is a totally different time set, totally different story. So definitely go out, give it a whirl, rent it, whatever you got to do. Watch a playthrough on YouTube, whatever. Because it is definitely a lot of fun, and there's a lot of dialogue there. There is a lot there. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little makeshift review. Any comments or questions, feel free to ask. And until next time, this has been your boy Rashad, and I'm out. Peace.